Do your hair. Look, there's loads of stuff in there to play with. Run down. Don't touch her. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Unicorn now, Henry. And I want you to not take a picture of Hallie and Mama, okay? Bye-bye. I'll call you later. We are getting rid of our toys, but just the old toys, okay?
Right, George, Hallie's ready now. She's brushed her teeth, she's dressed, and her hair's done. So now it's your turn.
I'm downstairs. My
Both the kids are officially ready for nursery, and Hallie's first day.
Yeah. It's your first day. Your first day. Your first day. Your first day.
Right, I've just got back from dropping both of the kids off at nursery. It feels so strange to come back to an empty house. I mean, it's an absolute mess of a house, but it's still an empty house. I literally don't know what to do with myself. I don't know where to start. I feel like I'm just going to crack on and do some housework, but it's just so weird. Oh, it's just so weird that I've just got all of this stuff to do and then there's no baby like at my feet. She went in like an absolute dream. Like, it was unreal. Obviously, she'd had her settling in sessions. I spoke about that in the vlog last week. She had her settling in sessions. I was with her for an hour and then she had 1 hour without me. And she absolutely loved it and got on really well. And this morning she went straight to her key worker, literally like passed her over. I signed her in and everything. George came in with us to drop Hallie off so that he could like see where she was and stuff. And she didn't cry, she didn't look at me, she was just like, yeah, cracking on. And then they sat her down at the little table with all the other kids and she had breakfast there. So Hallie actually goes in, and if she goes in before 8:30, she gets to have breakfast there. George doesn't have breakfast because he doesn't start till 8:30. But we were there a little bit early, so me and George went into his room a little bit and we just walked around the little preschool kind of area. And we like looked at all the things, and then George was a little bit more clingy than usual this morning. I think it was just like, because he could kind of tell that I was like looking at where Hallie was, and I was like, Hallie's just in the other room, you're both going to be here today. Yeah, I just feel really like, I just don't know. I feel weird, but I also am so relieved that she's just like gone in like an absolute dream. So hopefully she's just gonna have a really good day. I said obviously like call me if there's any issues, if I've forgotten to pack anything or if she gets upset or anything. I'm literally just at home, please call me. And yeah, we'll see how today goes. I really wish that I was like picking her up in a couple of hours. I could have like a couple of hours just crack on and sort my like entire life out and then go and pick her up, but she's actually there. Like, she's got the whole day there. I pick George up at 4 normally, so that's when I'll pick Hallie up as well. But she's actually, like, they only offer like full days. They only had like 4 days left. So that was actually from 8 until 6 is when Hallie's like booked in for, but she's not gonna stay there till then. I'll just pick her up when I pick George up. But yeah, I feel weird about it, but at the same time, I've got so much to do today. I've got work to do, I've got videos to edit, I've got like a contract and some things to look at and emails. I've obviously got all this bloody housework to do, loads of like washing and things, and it is going to be nice to just have that time to just crack on and do it. But I feel like I'll get to a certain point and yeah, I feel like I just need to keep busy so that I'm not, just don't feel like, yeah, weird. I already feel like the weirdness setting in. So I'm going to crack on, do some bits, have some breakfast, eat, fuel myself. It's chucking it down with rain today, but I was actually thinking at some point when like I get into the flow of this, I might join the gym and like drop the kids off at nursery, go to the gym and then start my day. And if I've got enough time to like carry on and get everything done in these 2 days, I feel like 2 full days is an insane amount of time for me to actually get all my work done. Like at the moment, I'm literally just filming, editing, all that kind of stuff when Hallie's napping, and that is like maximum 2 hours a day. At the moment, I have 4 days of doing that, so that's obviously 2, 4, 6, 8 hours. I'm gonna have that amount of time in 1 day. I'd like to be able to do a little bit for myself. Like, I just don't know what it is. I feel like as mums, we are just, society just tells us we don't matter anymore. Like, I get it, the kids are obviously the most important thing in the world, and I would burn everything to the ground to make sure that they're happy, but they are happy, and like they're happy going into nursery, and I also feel like I am a person. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are people, mums are people, and we deserve to have a little bit of something for ourselves, and like, to just stop punishing ourselves just because we're mums. And like, yeah, we're not the most important person in the world anymore to ourselves. Like, obviously our kids are, but at the same time, like, we are still important. And I literally never think that. I never think about myself. I never think about like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do for myself? What would make me feel good? It's time. It's time to start thinking that. That's the example I want to set for the kids. Not just like, oh, I'm a martyr, I'll just do everything for you, like, constantly, and never think about myself. Like, no, I'm a person. I deserve a little bit of time to like do things for myself. So yes, I am going to obviously prioritise the house and work and everything. And then once I get into the flow of it, maybe a little gym membership, maybe a little yoga class. Like, can you even imagine? I know I said this already on the last vlog, but I just feel like so grateful and so privileged and lucky. This is my life. Like, I've got these options and I just like bloody live in it. I want to like live the life that I have the option to live right now, because when I go back to work full time, like, that will not be the case. I'll be working, then I'll be mum, and then that will be that. And at the moment I get to choose, so I'm gonna choose, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. So let's do this.
Like a day before, you're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenji saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenji saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food.
Okay, downstairs is a little bit more sorted now. I've got so much washing to do and stuff, but I've just made myself a Biscoff coffee. Literally just put like a teaspoon of Biscoff spread in the mug, and then obviously just did like my latte like the normal way I would. It is so good, guys. I actually used to make these ages ago, and then I haven't done it in a couple of years, and oh gosh, I've forgotten how much I love them. Oh. Anyway, I've got some editing to do now. It just feels so strange that I've just got like so much time on my hands to actually crack on and do everything. I've got some editing to do now. I need to get this video edited because I didn't upload on Sunday. I'm finding it hard. Like, I used to do 2 videos a week, which is crazy because I was working 4 days a week. I also was solo parenting, like with George, because my husband worked away. Like, if you're new around here, he used to be in the army, and like he worked away during the week, and then he was on deployment and stuff, like for 6 months at a time. I was like on my own with George, but I still felt like I had more time for YouTube then, which is mad. It's just because like with 2 kids, it just like, it isn't just double the work. It feels like quadruple the work sometimes, because there's like so much else going on inside your brain about like routines and nap times, and if they're hungry, if they're tired, if they're sad, if they're going to be fighting, if they're going to be playing nicely, you know, what activities you're going to be doing, and all the back of house stuff that you need to just do like in your brain, let alone physically, obviously making sure that they're okay and they're happy and they're entertained and everything. When it was me and George, and obviously he would go to nursery, I would work. I would drop him off at 8 in the morning. I'd start work at 8:30. I'd finish work at 4:30, and then I'd pick him up at 5. So I literally had like my lunch break from work. So I actually did get a lunch break, which you don't get as a mum, do you? You have a lunch break and then that half an hour before I pick George up from nursery. That is when I would edit, I would film, I'd think about what videos I want to do. I'd prep for videos, like for example, if I was doing like gift guides or budget videos, you have to do a little bit of prep for those, think about what you want to say, like obviously I'd do all of that in those short periods of time. But then when he went to bed at 7 p.m, and he was like, up until a point, he was fairly good at getting down around 7. When he was asleep, I would sort the house out downstairs, I'd quickly rush around doing that, but I'd be able to like film myself doing that. That could be content. Like, I know it sounds insane, but this is the way my brain was working at the time. And then after I did all of that, I was like, well, I'm on my own now, because Ash was away, like I said, and sitting on your own just watching TV, which was not my vibe. Like, I didn't want to do that. So I would make videos, I would edit, I would think about video. I'd had like a full 3 or 4 hours in the evening to just like do stuff like that for YouTube and Instagram and things like that. And that's how I got it to a point where, you know, I'm making all right money from it now and I can actually stay off from work. But I don't feel like I have the same like ability. Now I will, because obviously the kids are at nursery, but at the moment, when it comes to bedtime with the kids, firstly, it is not straightforward at all. Secondly, when they eventually do go down, I'm so drained and so tired. The last thing that I can do is sit down and edit, because I genuinely fall asleep doing it. Like, I'm literally like nodding off. I'm so tired. Plus, I want to spend time with Ash. Like, he's actually here. I want to make the most of that. And like, I'm trying to do this thing where like we put our phones just elsewhere. Like, we don't, like a couple of times a week, not every time, because sometimes I do just want to doom scroll and just recover from the day. But sometimes we just like put our phone somewhere and we just talk, and we talk about like the ins and outs of our day, and like try and like have a little bit of time together. Because in and amongst all the chaos of it, like it can kind of feel like your like relationship is put on the back burner and it's not important anymore. But then you realise, like, if you're not a really good team, if you're not like really solid together, then how are you supposed to be like as amazing as you can be for the kids? It's like, it's one of them things. But anyway, it's just wild that I used to work a full-time job, or nearly full-time job, 4 days a week, and do all of the YouTube stuff, 2 videos a week, which I'm barely managing now. Like, sometimes I get it, but sometimes I don't. But yeah, I'm gonna try, fingers crossed, like as this goes on, as I get used to this new routine of having a couple of days a week to just work, I think I'll be able to get back up to 2 videos a week, fingers crossed. I am actually now, like I said, gonna edit and stuff, but I'm gonna try over the next couple of days come up with some gift guides and things like that for November's videos. I want to pull together a gift guide for babies around Hallie's age, toddlers or kids, sorry, he's not a toddler anymore, around George's age, and then also a gift guide for dads and a gift guide for mums, all ahead of Christmas. Obviously November is like, I'd say like when most people buy their, or start doing their Christmas shopping, like November and December. I've got the money aside to do my Christmas shopping when that time comes around, but I just want to do my gift guides and make sure that they're out there ready. So that's gonna be like 4 videos for November that's sorted. Actually put some time into like planning this stuff, as well as just doing like ad hoc vlogs and stuff, but I just don't want my channel to be, I don't know, like samey. I want to put thought into it and I want to really enjoy it. Yeah, like I say, editing now for the video that is late. So that'll probably go up on Wednesday at this point. And then I've still got loads of time, like I don't know I'm rushing because it's not even 10 a.m. I've also got a meeting with my financial advisor at 2 p.m. So we're going to talk about all things pensions and how I should be paying myself and all that kind of stuff from visits and being self-employed and all that jazz. Something that I wouldn't be able to do if I had Hallie here, because she wouldn't let me have a Zoom call in peace. Like, that just wouldn't happen. So anyway, right, I'm gonna edit and I'll catch up with you after. Okay, so it is 1 p.m. and I have edited a whole YouTube video and that is uploaded, that is ready to go up on my channel, which is good. And then also done 2 TikTok/Instagram reels. Oh, I'm trying to do like better Instagram reels basically. And like I've noticed that I've started growing since I've been doing a bit more of a vloggy style on Instagram, but obviously that is a lot more time consuming than what I was doing before, but they are better and they're more enjoyable and they're more realistic, and that's what I'm all about. I just want to try and be as real as possible, I guess, on them, just show a bit of normality and reality on social media, because like, let's face it, it's full of absolute bullshit half the time, isn't it? So as much as I can, I want to contribute to just like a bit of normality on there and a bit of hopefully making other mums feel not as alone in this wild thing that is motherhood. So I got a couple of those done, and I also edited a HelloFresh story that is like an ad that I'm doing for them that's going up tonight, so I did that as well. So I've got all my work done. I've like literally everything that I needed to get done. I've obviously sorted the house a little bit as well. I've got some washing and stuff to do, so I'm gonna go do that. But it's 1 p.m. and this is normally around the time that Hallie would wake up, so I am now thinking like, oh, what do I do? Like, she normally has one nap a day, and it's usually between 11 and 1, and I'm like, I don't even know if she's slept. I don't know how she's getting on. Like, I wonder if she was like crying or anything. Obviously no one's called me, but I haven't heard anything, so it's like, I don't know if it's a call. Is that really weird? Like, I don't know. I used to call quite a lot for George, to be fair, but I feel like I'm a lot less anxious about Hallie being there because than I was with George when he first started, just because I don't know, I guess I trust them. I know that they're a really good nursery. I really like everyone there. And, you know, if anything was wrong, they would obviously call me. But yeah, I am now getting to a point where, like, normally in the afternoons, Hallie and I would go for a walk, or we'd go mooch around the shops, or we'd have a little bit, like, we'd sit in the living room and play, or like, we'd just do something. Like, I wouldn't be able to get any work done in the afternoon, because obviously when she's around, like, I can't work. Like, she's just, like, whacking my computer if I'm trying to do a voiceover. That's, like, impossible with a baby in the background. Like, it's just not a thing. So yeah, normally we do something in the afternoon, and I just feel like a little bit lost, and I'm starting to get a bit sad. But I did have a little cry when she had her first settling in session without me. I had a meeting at nursery anyway about George, and then I went to, I think I said this in my last vlog, I went to the little car park. I got a little pastry from the little bakery and had a little bit of a cry in the car about the fact that both the kids are in nursery and it's like the end of an era and all of that kind of thing. But I'm kind of trying to put that into perspective a little bit. Like, she's in nursery for a couple of days a week. It's really not a long time. Like, that's going to be the case. She's not going in any more than that. And at least until I go back to work in September. Obviously then that will have to change, but that's a whole year from now, by which point she'll be like 2, almost 2.5. Like, it will be very different then. But yeah, I just hope she's getting on okay. I really wish I could have a little update. That's all I kind of want. I might call them. But it is, well, it's 1:10 now, so I've got 45 minutes until I need to log on for this financial advisor call. I can't remember exactly what it's about. Like, I've had this financial advisor for a little while, and they've been doing me like a little pension things from the money that I earn from YouTube, just so that I'm not missing out on pension contributions whilst I'm off of work. It's like a private pension rather than like a workplace pension, obviously, because I don't have a workplace. It's like self-employed malarkey. So yeah, they're doing all of that for me, but I just wanted to ask them, I guess, about how is the best way to pay myself and all that kind of thing. So at the moment, I'm literally transferring money from one account to the other, and I just don't know if that's the most like tax efficient way and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure there's a much more complicated and whatever way of doing it that I'm maybe not doing. Maybe like giving myself pay slips and things like that. Is that a good thing to do? Like, what if I want to apply for a mortgage? Am I going to be eligible because I'm self-employed? Like, all that stuff. Like, I just need to understand all the boring questions. And there is no way I would have been able to do this with the kids around. So I think this is what my plan is going to be going forward, like booking in all the things that I need to get done, like all of these important meetings and appointments and things like that. I need to just book these in on a Tuesday and a Wednesday when Hallie and George are both at nursery. It still feels so strange. I don't know what to do. And it also feels really weird that I can be loud, like if I wanted to. Like, I know it sounds really crazy, but like normally when I'm like working or doing anything in the house, I have to be quiet because Hallie's usually napping upstairs and she's not there. Like, if she's not, it feels so weird. Like, whenever I say like, oh, she's not there, like I get really like funny. I do get like a bit emotional about it. Like, I keep thinking, oh, she's just napping upstairs, but she's not. Like, she's not here. She's literally across town. Like, it's not a big deal. But oh right, I just want to keep busy and stop with the pity party because it's a good thing. This is a positive thing, guys. Right, anyway, before my meeting, I need to go and do all the washing, sort all of that out, because I've got no excuse today because the kids aren't here and I need to get that stuff done. And then I am going to have a meeting probably don't know what time that's going to finish, maybe 3, and then it'll be almost time to pick the kids up. So, we're getting stuff done, guys. We're being productive. I'm loving it.
I'm waiting at the doorstep, finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. And then you stood there smiling at me, as so many times before. I never wanna be away, leave you again. If only I could do one thing, I'll give you. Baby, how I need the loving of you.
Yes, there's a few mums that I know.
Oh, how crazy. Small world, isn't it?
But what's your kind of visual on the financial planning aspect as well?
Okay, my meeting's finished. That actually went on for like an hour and a half. He was so lovely. I'm actually really excited about the future now. I feel like really pumped up. I feel like they have given me really good advice about like what to do with my money, where to invest it, and all that kind of stuff, and like how to overpay on the mortgage or invest and things like that. Like all things that I'm really here for, but I just, as much as I'm like interested in all that stuff, I never know what the right decision is, and I overthink these kind of things, and he's just given me some really good advice. So yay, I feel good about that. But I can't believe the time is 20 to 4, and I've just done it a whole day without the kids, and I'm gonna go and pick them up in just a second. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see Hallie. I can't wait to hear about her day. I can't wait to see her. Obviously, I'm really excited to see George as well, and yeah, to come home and have a lovely evening together. So yay, I'm gonna go get the kids and I'll catch up with you in a bit. It's a lot later now. I've got myself a very tired baby in my hand. Hello. Oh my gosh, apparently she had the best day at nursery. I think she's gonna shout every time I talk. But we'll see. So apparently she had the best day at nursery. Apparently she was being really inquisitive, curious, going up to all the other babies all day and doing like peekaboo games and trying to give them toys. And I just, honestly, I walked in, it was just the cutest thing ever. She was with her key person, they were just like washing up before they have their tea. Hallie obviously isn't staying as late as some of the other babies, she's getting picked up at 4. So she doesn't have dinner, that she has dinner at home. Or I think that's what's gonna be the case going forward. So I like go in at 4 to pick her up just before they had their tea. And then I walked in, she didn't look at me. And then I was trying to like get her eyeliner. I was like, Hallie, hi. And then she looked at me. When she finally saw me, she was like, oh, it's you. And then literally was like, all right then, fair enough. She wasn't that excited. She's been getting on really, really well with some of the nursery staff as well. And George's key worker from his nursery room came in to see Hallie, see how she was getting on. And apparently like she lunged towards her, gave her a big cuddle. And then when she left, she cried. I was like, I didn't even get that treatment. And you did, that's not fair. But yeah, it just sounds like she's had an amazing day, and it's just honestly filled my heart with joy. Like when I went to pick her up, I was so excited. And then I went to pick George up afterwards and I had Hallie and I was like, George, Hallie's been at nursery all day. Like he was really excited to see her and he was like, how was your day, Hallie? And I was just like, it was so good. But yeah, it's all just gone so well and I'm so pleased. I'm glad that I've like kept myself busy. I've literally been doing stuff constantly. Like as soon as I've started thinking about it is when I've started to get like a bit sad, a bit emotional. But if I've just been doing things, then I'm not getting like that. So that's the aim, just to keep busy on these 2 days. That's the whole point. Get as much stuff as I can done in these 2 days that she's at nursery, so that when she's not, I can be fully focused on her, really enjoy my time with her, and yeah, have like hopefully fingers crossed the best of both worlds. That's the aim anyway. Hello. Just trying to like make waves in the in the bath. It's literally like a really shallow bath, by the way, so don't you worry. Please don't do that though. Georgie's downstairs. He has fallen asleep on the sofa and it's only 6 o'clock, so he's probably going to wake up at 8 PM again and be demanding to watch some TV, but I will cross that bridge when it comes to it. He's at the point where he wears himself out so much at nursery that by the time he comes home, he really isn't out. Even on the days he's not at nursery, he's like that anyway. As soon as he stops, he gets tired. So if we're ever in the car at like 4 PM, like, yeah, is what it is. He's at that age where he kind of probably doesn't need a nap, but if he does nap, it ruins bedtime, like he will not go down. So fingers crossed he can sleep through, but if he doesn't sleep through, then, you know, we're just gonna have to watch TV with him for a couple of hours before he falls asleep later, but is what it is. I'm kind of past worrying about that kind of thing anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna do bath time with Hallie, then bedtime, then sort out downstairs because we just got done dinner and everything down there. She honestly just chucked her food everywhere. I was like, welcome home, hon. At least it wasn't 3 times a day today, it was only once. Anyway, I think I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Thank you so much for watching my little day in the life of the first day that my baby had nursery. Madness. That's everything that I got up to, nothing extravagant particularly. Like I said, I think as we get into the throw of it, I do think I'm gonna try join the gym. I'll try and do like my appointments and things. If I want to get my hair done or something, I'll do that on these days. Obviously the main thing is to like work, get content done, have meetings like my financial advisor meeting that I had, like all of those kind of things, the boring things, but I'm also going to try and squeeze in some fun and some me time and some things that I actually enjoy doing for myself, because, you know, we shouldn't put ourselves last all the time. Not every single minute of every single day anyway. That's the aim. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.